Welcome back to another episode of the Adventures of FoxFoil. Today I have some exciting plans that I can't wait to show you. But before we get to that, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And with that, let's go ahead and get started with the episode. We're back, and we are starting out today where we ended in the last episode at our mob farm and sugarcane farm where we built the statues in the last episode. And this area is looking really good. I think it's coming along very nicely. We're not going to be working here today as I have some other plans for this episode, but I just really like looking at this spot. And I think that in the future, we're going to be doing some more things that are going to be really interesting and exciting in this area. Yeah, just looking at these statues, I think that they came together really well and just complement this mob farm design that we have. So overall, this is a good area and I can't wait to get back over here to do some more projects. But today we need to head out because I want to do a little bit more exploring. So let me collect up the shulker boxes that we have down there and then we'll be able to get started with the projects for today. Back in our base area, I've been working with the bees in order to automate this system to collect the honeycomb that they produce. So if we come down here, you can see what we've put together. It's this little system here, and then this is the collection, and you can see we've been able to collect a lot of honeycomb from them. And this is based off of a design done by Pixel Riffs, and I'll include a link in the description down below so you'll be able to check that out because it's really helpful and easy to do. But with this area, it's very basic, and we got this dirt block. It was an Enderman that left that there. But this is the area that we had, and over here, where these trapdoors were, we had some campfires underneath the hives that would allow me to collect the honeycomb without the bees getting angry. But I want to get this area fixed up and a lot better looking because right now, it's pretty basic, and that's not going to work out. So let me get some things, and we'll get that fixed up, and I'll bring you back. I have everything all ready to go over here, so let's head inside and see what I've done. With the inside, I have these spruce logs that are going around the exterior of the room, and then down here where the farm is, I filled in the space on the side with some moss blocks and mossy cobblestone, and look at all of the honeycomb that we have. This farm is going to be really productive, and we're going to get a lot of honeycomb from it, which we can use for all sorts of different projects. And with this mossy cobblestone and the tuft, I think it all looks good and came together really well. So that's not too bad. But this is not the main thing that we're going to be doing today. Let's get started with that. Before we get to our main project, I want to show you what we did on the live stream because it was a lot of fun and I had a great time putting it together with everyone there. And I think it came together very well and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So we used some clay blocks as the background and then stripped spruce logs as the structure and missed some trap doors here. I'll have to get that fixed. But overall, I was really happy with how this design turned out and came together really well. Down here, we used to have some chests for collecting items, and I moved those up. And then this looks like an oak plank, but instead it's actually crafting tables. So that's just a nice little hidden secret that we'll be able to use as well. And then this is where it ended. So we didn't get all the way down to the deep slate level. But heading back up here to where we have these andesite walls, I think that they made a nice complementary color to the clay blocks that we used throughout. But that's what we did on the live stream. Definitely check it out if you are interested, as I'll be streaming every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now that we are all caught up on everything that we've been doing over in our base area, I've put together a few things in our shulker boxes in this ender chest, and I think what I want to do is head out and find a desert because I've yet to find a desert and there are some things that I want to be able to build using sand blocks and other types of materials that are out there. So let's go ahead and just get some sleep and then we're going to head out to do a little exploration. We barely made it out of there in one piece, but I was able to save the book that we found, but it just has a set of coordinates. And I don't know where that is, but we'll have to check that out because it must be someplace pretty interesting to be kept all the way down at the base of this pyramid structure. But that's something that we are definitely going to need to prepare for after barely making it out of this place alive. Before we end today's episode, I want to show you a little time lapse of me putting together this reimagined desert temple because it was a lot of fun to do and it took a lot of work. So let's go ahead and roll the time lapse. That's going to do it for today's episode. In the next episode, we are going to set off and try to find the coordinates and what might be located there. But until then, thank you so much for joining me. It's been great having you here. I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, see you later.